Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're diving into a phenomenon that is, well, it's massive, it's highly intimate, and it smells faintly of a tiki bar.
It really does.
We are talking about Nuora Feminine Balance and Wellness Gummies. This product, which a lot of people just call the pineapple gummy, has completely exploded across social media, and it's making some truly spectacular promises.
I mean, explosion is almost an understatement. It's a full-blown cultural moment in wellness marketing. The investigation we looked at found that there are, get this, 79,000 women currently consuming this product.
79,000, wow.
Yeah. And they're buying into this claim that these gummies can transform their intimate taste or smell. We're talking promises of a tropical paradise or a fruit salad down there.
That is bizarrely specific. And when you have that many people spending money based on that kind of expectation, you have to ask what's real and what's just fantasy.
Absolutely. So we dove into this really detailed investigative report. It followed the money, it pulled apart the ingredient list, and really tried to separate the hard science from the anecdotal hype.
Right.
So our mission today is pretty clear. We need to figure out which part of this whole thing is legitimate, clinically backed science, and which part is just drifting into what you could call urban myth territory.
And we also have to look past the marketing, because the company's actual operations,
Yeah.
that's where things get, frankly, alarming.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. So let's start with the science. The company says these gummies have three things: Bacillus coagulans, SNZ 1969, pineapple extract, and vitamin C. That first one?
That's the powerhouse, right?
That's the one. It's the undisputed champion on their ingredient list. And what's fascinating here is they're using a legitimate, premium, clinically studied probiotic. This isn't just some generic stuff you'd find in yogurt.
So that long name, Bacillus coagulans SNZ 1969, that's important. It's critical. A probiotic that's meant for vaginal health has a really long and dangerous journey to get where it's going.
Right, it has to survive.
It has to survive being made, sitting on a shelf, and then the big one, it has to survive the human stomach, which is, incredibly acidic. If it dies in the gut, it's just expensive fiber.
And this specific strain is built for that.
Exactly. It's a spore-forming, heat-resistant probiotic. Think of it like it has this natural armor. It's super stable, so it can bypass the stomach acid, get to the intestines, and then it can actually colonize and influence the whole system, including the vaginal microbiome.
Okay, so the science backbone here is actually really solid, and this isn't some new experimental thing they found.
Not at all. Far from it. This strain has FDA Guerre status that's generally recognized as safe, and it has been studied for nearly 5 decades. The clinical data is robust.
And there was one study in particular that stood out.
There was. The research we reviewed highlighted a study where this strain, when used with antibiotics, had an incredible 86% success rate in treating recurrent bacterial vaginosis.
86%. For our listeners, what exactly is bacterial vaginosis, or BV?
It's extremely common. And it's frustrating because it keeps coming back for so many people. It's basically an imbalance of the natural bacteria down there. And the fact that this specific strain shows an 86% success rate in recurrent cases.
The ones that are hardest to treat.
The hardest to treat. That is massive. It gives them genuine clinical credibility on the health side of things.
So that's undeniable science, which leads to the big question. If the probiotic is so good, why are they hiding it behind all this fruity folklore? Why not lead with the 86% statistic?
Well, that's the genius of the marketing, isn't it? An 86% success rate is a serious health claim. It comes with regulations, careful language, but tropical paradise, that's pure emotion. It's lifestyle.
And it's way easier to sell on Instagram.
Way easier. They use the real science, the probiotic, to anchor the trust and justify the price. But they use the speculation, the pineapple, to drive the massive volume of sales.
Which brings us right to it, the pineapple. This is what's really selling the gummy. The promise that it can, alter your body chemistry.
And this is where we leave the lab and enter the pineapple mythology.
Right.
The investigation talked to multiple gynecologists and dietitians about this, and the verdict was unanimous, just completely clear. There is zero solid, peer-reviewed scientific evidence that eating pineapple significantly alters intimate taste or smell. Full stop.
Zero. Even though it's been a rumor, a kind of joke for generations.
It's purely anecdotal. It's an urban myth. I mean, sure, your diet and hydration can impact body odor generally, but the specific promise Nuora is selling, that this gummy will make you taste like a tropical fruit, that is complete speculation.
It's a brilliant piece of marketing, though, because people already wanted to believe it.
Exactly. And it's so hard to disprove on a personal level. If you think you taste better, then you got the value you paid for, right? That belief is what makes the $35 price tag feel worth it.
Now, to be fair, pineapple does have bromelain. Is there any benefit there?
Yes, a minor one. Bromelain is an enzyme, and it does have some anti-inflammatory properties, which is, good for overall health.
Yeah.
But that's a general benefit you can get from just eating pineapple. It has nothing to do with the main claim that 79,000 people are paying for. That part is pure marketing fiction.
So you're buying a proven probiotic that's packaged inside this lucrative myth, and you're paying a premium for the myth, not the science.
Precisely. And the story gets even worse once you actually click buy.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Because when the investigation looked past the marketing and at the company itself, the findings were, they were damning.
They were. The first big one is about customer service. Nuora has earned an F rating from the Better Business Bureau.
An F that signals a complete breakdown. What kind of complaints were people making?
The complaints follow a really clear, ugly pattern. It's all about logistics and, frankly, payment manipulation. Customers reported these horrible shipping delays. We're talking months.
Months.
Yes. Packages getting stuck in customs, no communication, all while their monthly subscription charge kept hitting their bank account.
So you've paid for maybe 2-3 months of a product you haven't even received, and then you ask for a refund.
And that's where it gets really bad. When customers demanded a full refund for the product they never got, the company would often only offer partial refunds.
No, you're kidding.
Not at all. It's like they're penalizing the customer because they failed to deliver the product. And on top of that, people said it was almost impossible to cancel the subscription.
So those are all the classic red flags of a business that's just grabbing the cash and not worried about the follow-through.
Exactly. And there was this one detail about what it was like to finally get the package that it shatters the whole luxury image.
What was it?
The customer said the tracking number they gave was useless outside of Nuora's own website. And when the box finally showed up after months, it was described as being taped up like contraband.
Taped up like contraband.
Yeah.
That is not a premium wellness experience. That sounds like a crisis.
It completely rips away the glossy marketing facade. It shows you that underneath all the tropical promises is just a broken, frustrating customer service operation.
Okay, so let's put this all together. Takeaways. You've got this wild conflict between great science and just terrible business.
That's the core of it. You are buying a legitimate, excellent probiotic for vaginal health. But you're buying it because of this fruit fantasy marketing, and the whole experience is undermined by these huge red flags, the F rating, the shipping nightmares.
So you're paying $35 a month to risk waiting months for a package and then having to fight for your own money back, all for a pineapple myth.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the whole value proposition is just deeply skewed. The science is real, but the price and the marketing are based on something with zero evidence that preys on wish fulfillment.
So what's the practical application for you, the listener? If you actually want the scientific benefit, what should you do?
The key thing to remember is the ingredient name. You don't need the Nuora gummy. That specific probiotic strain, Bacillus coagulans, SNZ 1969, you can find it from other, much more reputable supplement brands.
Brands that just focus on probiotics.
Right. You can get the proven health benefit without the fruit fantasy, without the shipping nightmares, and without dealing with a company that has an F rating from the BBB.
It's really the difference between investing in science and just paying for hype. We looked at what's worth the money here, the probiotic, and found it's wrapped in what's essentially expensive garbage with great marketing and terrible logistics.
And this all raises a really important question for you to think about. How often does the scientific legitimacy of one single ingredient get used to mask a product's unsupported claims and its really significant operational problems?
It really pays to read past the 5-star reviews and maybe check the company's BBB rating.
Yeah.
Think about that the next time a wellness product promises you a tropical vacation in a bottle.